Hey, good evening. It's me. I am just leaving work. And first of all, one disclaimer I realized I should have given you at the beginning of the live series. For those of you that may not know me personally, I have the vocabulary of a sailor. I swear all the time. So I'm going to apologize if that's offensive to you. And I'm really trying to limit it. But I just realized I don't think I gave that disclaimer before. And I just feel like it's necessary. So with that being said, it's fucking cold outside. It is literally 16 degrees. And so I'm sitting here so cold outside of my office, and I thought this is a perfect time to go live while I sit here and freeze. So that's why I look like this. I might even put my hood on because I'm so cold. Quick live tonight, quick live. Then I'm gonna drive home to see my family. So I had some thoughts. I always have thoughts. Last night, I went live, for those of you that watched, with my daughter. And, it was kind of like a phone it in live. I committed to doing 14 lives in 14 days. And if you break a commitment to yourself, who are you good at keeping commitments for in the first place or at all? So I was like, I'm going to go live, even though I don't feel like it. I'm tired and I got nothing to say. And so I went live with my daughter, Juju. And afterwards, I kind of felt like a shithead about it. I was like, I don't know. It wasn't as good. I was kind of on a roll. I did my Phelps story. I did the spinning the plates. I mean, I've done some good stuff. And so I felt like it wasn't great last night. And I was just kind of like, maybe I should redo it, whatever. And one of my new coaches reached out to me. She's taken a personal interest in me, which I am just thrilled by. I have no idea what I did to deserve it, but I don't care. I'm so excited. It's really, really cool that I'm on this new adventure. And this is somebody who is where I want to be in life. And so I'll take every piece of feedback she wants to share. Shout out to Dawn. She reached out to me and she was like, hey, I loved your live tonight. Like, Juju's so cute, blah, blah. I'm like, really? Because I really felt like it was bad. Like, I feel kind of bad about it. And she was like, no way. It was so good. It was super genuine. It was transparent. It was authentic. It was like all of these things that actually, honestly, without her even knowing me that well, those are things I'm building my personal brand around. That's one of my personal core values is authenticity. And, that's one of the words she used to describe it. And I was like, what? Asking more questions, like, why do you think that? And she was like, because you made a commitment. You told people you're going to do 14 lives in 14 days. And you were really honest. You said you didn't want to do it, but you weren't going to miss the commitment. You were going to keep it. And so you did it. And you're showing people that, one, you can keep your commitments. Two, that they can count on you. And three, that what you say is what you mean. And those are really, really important things as you're an entrepreneur and building a business and becoming like a life coach. People want to know that you have those qualities. And then she also did say that Juju is, damn cute and I should use her more often, which I do agree. She does have her cute moments. She's the perfect blend of Shirley Temple and Jack Nicholson. But anyways, it reminded me when she said that, suddenly I felt great. I was like, like I said, I have some personal core values. You can go to my Instagram page at Dazzle with Danny to see what they are. I've only released 2 of them so far. There's 4. But one of them is authenticity. Like, that is just something that means something to me. And at the end of the day, the person I am at work, the person I am on social media, the person I am with my family, the person I am with my friends, to me, it's important that all those people are the same. It's one of the reasons why I have a lot of my employees on my Facebook. Hi. I don't care if they see my social media self because they see it at work all the time. It's the same reason why I have friends who work for me, because I don't care if they see my work self or if they tell me about my friend self. It's the same person. And so for her to say through that live that she picked up on that really meant a lot to me. And it reminded me of this message from one of my favorite speakers. And he did this message once about the way we frame up situations. And he used this really great analogy. Like, when a movie is being filmed or a TV show is being filmed, they don't just have one camera on set. They have multiple cameras on set. So they have, a camera for the close-up shots, a camera at this angle, 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 right? It's like all these different angles so that later when they go back and they edit it, they can pick the footage they want based on the emotion they're trying to portray or the visual they want the audience to get. It varies, right? So like if you see a person I don't know, if you see like a person standing at the edge of a pool, and so it's a close-up shot and you just see them at the edge of the pool, that might give you one emotion. But if it spans out and it's like an infinity pool on a exotic island in like the middle of nowhere, that might give you a different emotion. Like when they change the frame, you change the way you feel about a situation. In this story, he gave a great example of a guy who was in the emergency room with his son, and his son, I can't remember what, like had broken his arm or something. His son was in a lot of pain, but it wasn't life-threatening, and it took him over 12 hours to be seen at this particular day in the emergency room. And his friend was telling him about the situation later the next day, and he said, weren't you mad? Like, I'd be so pissed if my kid was sitting next to me screaming in pain for 12 hours. And he goes, I was for a minute. And then as I kept seeing person after person going in with things much more serious than what I had to deal with, I realized that at the end of the day, I was going to take my son home. And not everybody that was going in front of me was going to be able to say that same thing. And when I reframed my situation, I saw it a lot differently. And that was so eye-opening to me, right? Like, I hope some of you guys had that light bulb moment. Like, you can take your situation and frame it differently and feel completely changed by it. So like right now, through the health and wellness coaching that I'm doing for people, I'm just calling it healthy-ish transformational coaching. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm calling it. But I'm talking to people who have these lofty goals to lose 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 80 pounds, 100 pounds. And a lot of them are coming to me and saying, I've tried all of these different things and nothing works for me. And I'm helping them reframe that to say, it's not that nothing works for you, it's that you haven't found the right fit for your lifestyle. So we just have to figure out what the right fit is for you, and we'll get you on that right track. Don't use that mental talk to say that will never be me. I'll never have that before and after. Take it out of health and wellness. I'll never have that type of success. I'll never have that family life. I'll never have the ability to travel. Whatever it is, you have to flip your frame around. So instead of saying I'll never have the ability to travel, it's I'll have the ability to travel when, and you fill in your blank. When you change your frame on your situation, you can suddenly change your outlook. So I've got some homework for you guys. I know I don't normally give you guys assignments, but hey, here's some homework for you. After you're done with this video, I want you to go to YouTube, and I want you to YouTube, it's called The Blind Man, or it's also Change Your Words and Change Your World. And it is a remarkable illustration of what can change in someone's life when they just frame it a little differently. And as proof to you guys on how much this means to me, I heard this talk from this previous message it was called The Frame Game by Pastor Stephen Furtick. And I heard it 6 years ago, and it moved me so much to remember I just have to frame it differently. When I'm feeling discouraged, when I'm feeling defeated, when I'm feeling let down, when I'm feeling like it's impossible, I just need to frame it differently to see the other side, to give myself some perspective. And it was so powerful, and it's been so powerful in my life that is a constant reminder to always check my frame. I have this hanging from my rearview mirror. So it's got an L on it. It's a little frame I bought from Michael's, and it just hangs there. And so when I'm driving, it's just a constant reminder that I need to frame my circumstances differently to get the results I want out of life. So I hope you enjoyed live number 5. Join me again tomorrow for live number 6. Bye.